In my normal day, I don't see suppliers at all, because I go project, traveling constantly. To see a supplier is rare. To see everybody in one go means that I just take 3 days out of my schedule and I can see everybody I want to see in an entire year in those 3 days. So for me, it's ideal. It's quintessential to know who you're talking to, because we all talk computer, we all talk phone, we don't know face to face. It's like a picture tells 1,000 words. You get to know people personally by seeing them, not by just sending emails. Emails are very impersonal, telephone calls are very impersonal, and that's our life now. So to meet once in a while is a good thing, because you get to experience, is that person trustworthy, or are they nice people? Are they going to be helpful people? Are they knowledgeable people? In an email, you don't know who wrote it. In a face-to-face, you know they're saying it. I'm jumping the gun now. I got in early, and I've seen a lot of people that I really wanted to see product. And even people I know well, that I deal with, they've had things that have sort of opened up my eyes. I didn't know you represented that. So it was really quite solid that way.
In this particular case, you get to know the people one-on-one basis, and you can ask direct questions. Here is really good, because if you don't get to ask a question during the meeting, you can always ask it at lunchtime or a coffee break or one of the other networking events.
I thought it was great. You know, I enjoyed the people here, a lot of whom were vendors and whatnot that I had not met before. And so I learned some new things that I didn't know before, right, about different methodologies and processes and systems, as well as products and services. Understanding what products and services are out there is obviously a very important part, but I'm a developer and an owner, as you know, and I make decisions on whom I work with based at least as much on relationships as I do on products or services, for that matter.
I find the format is really effective. I think the time frame is perfect. You know, it's almost like a little bit like speed dating, which I haven't actually done, but it's just enough time to introduce, you know, have a mutual introduction of both companies and focus on what everybody does and get into just enough detail to understand the company. So I think it's a great format. The people that you're buying stuff from, and it's rare even that you're meeting with the product reps. Usually you're specifying based on either having seen something or somebody else's knowledge of the product. Certainly coming from the Middle East, and the relationship factor there is so important to business generally. So I've gotten used to that personal sort of contact with people. So I think there's a lot to be said for meeting the people that are actually representing the company, understanding, you know, from them their ethic and what the company is all about. And I think that's you can't put a value on that.
I mean, we met a wide range of companies that we knew. Some companies we didn't know, we would never have the opportunity to meet, so it was very beneficial in that respect. And as I say, the 20 minutes was enough to get to know our company and their company.
It's very efficient, get to meet a lot of people, a lot of suppliers, a nice mix of suppliers, and it's also a good opportunity to network with other operators, other designers, what's happening in the market, etc. It's a very good investment of our time. We're here, there's 2 of us here. It's on our agenda every year to do this, to meet vendors, understand our supply chain is very important, and to network with our colleagues is very important. So it's a worthwhile investment of our time, for sure. You're working on projects that are very under a lot of time pressure, etc. So you need to be able to rely on people. Our preference, and I know from suppliers as well, their preference is that this is dedicated time, face-to-face, so it's much more efficient for both parties than a trade show, for example.